Hey gang, Maria Mountain here. I'm a hockey strength and conditioning specialist, and today I have some drills for goalies. You have all that equipment on, it adds a lot of resistance to your movement, so I'm going to show you how you can add resistance to your agility training to help make that translate a little better onto the ice. Check out what I've got for you today. It's a knee recovery lateral hop. We're going to hold the medicine ball. We're going to hold it just a little bit out in front of us, not straight out in front, but we want to challenge our ability to stabilize. So if we see the medicine ball wiggling all over, we know that we're not stabilizing our torso. So we're going to hold it here, nice and tall, come up with this leg, get it tucked underneath. We don't want it way out here. Get it underneath with a nice positive shin angle so that we can drive back. Back down, knee up. The ball should stay centered right on our chest. If we see the ball trailing behind us as we push, we know that we're not stabilizing. So this one is for those of you who just thought the pitch and flow was way too easy. And I do like the idea of adding a little overload to it because you're going to have your gear on when you're using your hips. So we're going to hold the medicine ball again just out in front of us. I can really see where I want to compensate because I can't use my arms keep me balanced because I'm holding the ball. So you can see how much harder that makes the drill. This one, as long as your competence is there and you're moving slowly, and I would want to see myself get more fluid with that movement, then I would increase the weight of the ball. But again, it has to be based on that competency. So I'm wiggling around and this is just a 6-pound medicine ball. I could do it with a 20-pound medicine ball, probably, and still be wiggling around, but that's not really teaching the control I want. So once I can do it beautifully with this 6-pound medicine ball, then I would go on to an 8-pound medicine ball, 10-pound, 12-pound, and build my way up to a 20-pound medicine ball. I don't think that's too heavy as long as you're still moving slowly and smoothly. So we're going to work on this exercise. I really like it because it gets you, it's a nice power exercise, but it also forces you to exert lateral power in transition. So I know that as a goalie, you're not jumping in the air ever, hopefully, other than if you win Stanley Cup. But still, I like that idea of landing, having to really find your balance, and then be explosive. So we're going to hold the medicine ball, again, right in front of our chest. This shouldn't be wiggling all over the place. Up, land, drive. See how it stays right in front of my chest as I drive. A real telltale sign of if you're losing torso stability when you drive, and if you do it with the ball, you're probably doing it on the ice with your gear on, is if this ball gets drifting behind you. That would suggest to me that you're failing to keep a nice stable torso and that you're probably letting your shoulders dip behind, which is a common thing that we see in off-ice training. The lateral hop and stick is one of our basic power application exercises. We're going to make it harder by adding load. So again, you have all your gear on when you're on the ice. We're going to mimic a bit of that. I mean, your gear probably weighs upwards of 25 pounds or more, but we're just going to start easy. We're going to stay nice and stable and still decelerate. Staying nice and low, keeping that ball right centered on our chest, not letting it travel behind me. Sticking the landing with a nice bent knee. So when it's time to go, I just push off that leg, just like when you're in your ready position. You don't want to be up tall and then have to bend your knees to move. You want to stay in that ready position so you can make a move in any direction. I'm going to go a little bit heavier, a little bit larger medicine ball for this one because it's not really a high impact exercise. So we're not really doing a lot of jumping and landing. We're really just moving in different directions. So we're going to do a around through over pattern with the micro hurdles, holding this ball just off your chest and keeping it centered. This is a 14-pound med ball, so I want to keep my chest up, low in the legs. I'm going to come around. I'm going to weave through all the way back to where I started. I'm going to come over and back. So again, see how I'm working, and I have to work at it to keep this ball centered. I don't want it moving around as I go. I'm going to stay nice and stable, let my legs do the work. So make sure you give those medicine ball drills a try to add to your agility training, to add some of the overload that you're going to have when you're on the ice and wearing all your gear. This is Maria from hockeytrainingpro.com, where my mission is to help 10 players get into the NHL in the next 10 years and have one of them win the Stanley Cup. May as well be you. If you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, make sure to give a like below or leave a comment or a question. Cheers.